Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy J Red, and today I am bringing another 2017 lottery mock draft by Chad Ford from ESPN Insider. And the mock draft is going to be on Tuesday, May 16th at 8 p.m. on ESPN. I will be recording the lottery draft to see which one of these highly recruited top prospects is going to get selected with the number one pick. Boston's currently at a 25% with a 25% chance of getting the number one pick. And then there's the rest of the guys down there. I wish my Detroit Pistons would get up there, but unfortunately they're not. The odds are not in their favor. So let's play the lottery today. And if it's the same one as last time, and it is not. Wow. All right, let's look at Markelle Fultz. I've already read the description. So with the number one pick, the Orlando Magic select Markelle Fultz. Now, I see this as an upgrade for the Orlando Magic. If you think about it, they have Elfrid Payton as their starting point guard. Now, Elfrid Payton, he really has not been great. But let's take a look at his scouting report. Let's take a look at Markelle Fultz's scouting report, and let's see what they are saying about him. So, 18 years old, from Washington. His reach is an 8 foot 6 inch reach. His wingspan is 6 feet. Oh gosh, that scared me. I did not see that. Oh my gosh, I did not see that noise coming. But anyway, his wingspan is 6 feet 9 inches. Not bad. And player traits, he's a penetrator. He can defend very well, and he has a high basketball IQ, which you need for the game of basketball. Markelle Fultz, he's been dominant at Washington. So let's take a look at his position rank. Let's see where he ranks among point guards. I'm pretty sure he ranks number one. Let's be honest here. Let's see. Point guard. Let's see. Select the year. If I can't, I'll just... let's just go back. So Markelle Fultz with the Orlando Magic, he's a penetrator, a defender, and has a high IQ, which the Orlando Magic need for their team. Markelle Fultz, I feel like, would fit greatly with the Orlando Magic because he is a penetrator, and he does have a high basketball IQ. With the number 2 pick, the Phoenix Suns, they go out and they screw up basically their whole entire point guard rankings or whatever, and they pick Lonzo Ball. Now, Ball is the best passer in the draft, and he makes his teammates better. But here's the thing: the Phoenix Suns, they already have Tyler Ulis. They've already got Devin Booker. They've already got Eric Bledsoe. They don't need any more guards. But let's take a look at Lonzo Ball's scouting report, and let's see what they're saying about him. So he has a high basketball IQ, which is pretty accurate. His ball handling is off the chart, and he has amazing court vision. His reach is 8 feet and 5 inches, which is pretty good. And then his wingspan is 6 feet 7 inches, which is also pretty good as well. Now, if we go into the... Can I check out the positives and negatives? No, I can't. But the only positives I can think of is that he has a high IQ. He has good ball handling, and he has great court vision. The only negatives I could see is that he tends to shoot the ball a lot and doesn't find the open look sometimes. But other than that, he's a great player. But the Phoenix Suns, they really don't need him, honestly. He can be a superstar, but not with the Phoenix Suns because they already have too many guards. Josh Jackson for the Boston Celtics. Now, I see this as a perfect fit. Josh Jackson with the Boston Celtics. Honestly, he's pretty good. He's athletic, best wing in the draft. Even though his jump shot is a little inconsistent and he did go through some struggles in college, I still think he's one of the best wing players in this draft. And his reach is 8 feet 6 inches, and his wingspan is 6 feet 10 inches, which is pretty good. He's a penetrator. He can jump, and also he has a pretty good motor to drive to the basket. Has a good mindset. Josh Jackson, if Boston could get him, that'd be a steal. Because they need a small forward. I mean, Jay Crowder's all right, but he's not going to be anything special. Josh Jackson could be special with the Boston Celtics if picked right. Malik Monk for the 76ers. Do I need to say anything else? Malik Monk, he's going to be a perfect fit for the 76ers if they do draft him. I mean, think about it. You would have an up-and-comer like T.J. McConnell. You draft Malik Monk as your rookie. You got Ben Simmons as a rookie next year who is going to be healthy. Then you have Dario Saric, who's a good stretch 4. And then you have Joel Embiid, who's going to be returning from injury. And is most likely the rookie of the year. Malik Monk, he could fit in right into that rotation because he is a great shooter. His athleticism is pretty good. Once he gets hot, you can't stop him. But his downside, he's only an average rebounder, defender, and passer. But let's check out his scouting report. Let's see what Chad Ford thinks about him. Yeah, he's a great shooter. He's a penetrator. And he can jump, which is pretty good. And his reach is 8 feet 6 inches. And his wingspan is 6 feet 6 inches. Not too bad. Basically, he could just score the ball, which I'm pretty sure you really need for this year's NBA. Let's go back. Get rid of that scouting report. Let's go to Dennis Smith. Now, Dennis Smith, he is an elite athletic point guard. And he's basically like an Alonzo Ball. But thing is, he doesn't compete with a high level of intensity. And that's not really his fault because he played at a crappy NC State college. But let's take a look at his scouting report because I think if Dennis Smith goes to the 76ers, he could probably replace T.J. McConnell. Because do they really need T.J. McConnell if they draft Dennis Smith? That's my thing right there. He's a penetrator. He has great speed and he can jump. It doesn't say his wingspan or his reach, which is pretty weird. I don't know why. But it's whatever. Let's go back. Lauri Markkanen. I think that's what his name is. He reminds me of Kristaps Porzingis because he's a stretch 4. He's 7 feet tall from Arizona. Now, I actually did look up some footage of this guy, and he is a beast. Let's check out the scouting report for him because I like to see what the scouts are saying about him. Okay, yeah, he has great size for being a power forward, and he could shoot the ball. For being a stretch 4, that's pretty impressive. You need stretch 4s in the NBA. And Kristaps, he's fitting right into the NBA. And Lauri Markkanen, if he could fit somewhere on an NBA team, where are they projected? The Minnesota Timberwolves. If he could be that 4th guy with Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, and Karl Anthony Towns, because they need a stretch 4. If they could get him, watch out for Minnesota. Because he's got the right size and he could shoot the ball. De'Aaron Fox, I don't need to say anything else. He'd be a great fit with the New York Knicks. He is a great point guard, even though he's a little bit undersized. He is 6'4", but the weight is a little bit of a concern. But I think he'd be a great fit for New York. Let's move on to the Sacramento Kings. I don't need to see the report for De'Aaron Fox because I already know about him. Jason Tatum. Now, he is a pretty good three-point shooter, and he is athletic. But thing is, he's not that great of a three-point shooter. He can shoot the 3-ball, but he is not really going to stand out for that. His reach is a little bit smaller than some of the other players I've talked about. He is a penetrator, and he can jump. His wingspan is much bigger than some of the other players I've talked about, but that reach is not too insane. Let's go to whatever his name is. I can't think of his name. His last name is so hard. Nintilikina. He's from France. It's hard to pronounce the names, but if he goes to the Dallas Mavericks, they might end up trading him because they already have Yogi Ferrell and JJ Barea. They also have Seth Curry, so I really don't see the point of them drafting another guard. They really need a small forward at best, or even a power forward to replace Dirk Nowitzki in the upcoming years. But they have Nerlens Noel. But if they get this guy, the Dallas Mavericks might get a setback. But let's check out the scouting report for him because I'm kind of interested to see what the scouts are saying about him. Penetrator, he's got speed and good court vision. I will look up some highlights of this dude, and then I will give my thoughts and feelings about him in the next draft video that I do. Jonathan Isaac, what I need to say about him. The Kings, if they get him, they could have Jason Tatum and Jonathan Isaac on the same team. Just think about that for a minute, because Jonathan Isaac is pretty much a good player to build a team around. He's athletic and he has great shooting ability and strength. He may not have the greatest strength, but if you give him time, just watch out. Zach Collins, he didn't play much. He was the backup to Karnowski or whatever his name is. Zach Collins is a great player, but I don't think he's lottery deserving. And if the Charlotte Hornets get him, he might be a backup at best. Now this one, Harry Giles. Please, Detroit, if you are watching this video, which I'm pretty sure you're not, but if you're watching this video right now, get Harry Giles. Yes, I know that he had a series of knee injuries, and that's really going to be the factor of whether you draft him or not. But if you get Harry Giles, give him time. You guys need a power forward. Get Harry Giles. I swear, he is amazing. If you guys have not seen Harry Giles play, you need to see him play. He's a great jumper, and he's got a great size. And he has a 9-foot 1-inch reach. That's pretty good. And his wingspan is 7 feet 3 inches. What can I say about Harry Giles? He is good. He's been dealing with injuries, but he might be a steal for the Detroit Pistons. Jared Allen, I don't know much about Jared Allen, so let's just see what his scouting report is saying, because I never heard about this kid until now. Just tell me down in the comment section below how he did. Oh, his reach is pretty good, 9 feet 3 inches, and his wingspan 7 feet 6 inches, and he's a good defender and can rebound the ball and is a good size. But just tell me about Jared Allen in the comment section below if you can, because I don't know much about this kid. And then this guy right here, TJ Leaf, basically the backup to Lonzo Ball, the second-hand man, the power forward. You need a stretch four in the NBA, basically. And that's what TJ Leaf is. Yes, he is a gifted offensive player, and he can score from anywhere, but he lacks strength and defensive commitment. But a guy at 6'9", a stretch four, you got to be excited about that. He has a very high IQ. He can jump, and he has great shooting ability for being a power forward. He is basically a comparison to Dario Saric, basically. And you saw how Dario did. TJ Leaf could do the same for the Miami Heat. If the Miami Heat draft TJ Leaf, they could have Goran Dragic, Dion Waiters, Justice Winslow, TJ Leaf starting, and Hassan Whiteside. Automatically, that'd be pretty good. But I guess we're going to have to see on draft day and the mock lottery draft on May 16th at 8 on Tuesday on ESPN. So anyways, guys, that was me going over the mock draft. This is the mock draft 2.0, giving my thoughts and feelings on each pick, giving my reactions. And I will try to do videos on Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox, and some of the other prospects. It's going to take some time for me to get a lot of footage and to get it all recorded if I can. But I'm going to try to make it work for you guys. So if you guys have not subscribed to the channel already, I do NBA topic videos like this. I do things on like the NBA playoffs or college basketball. I just look at anything basketball related. And I also have some video games that I do on the channel that I'm thinking about bringing back. So if you guys want to see any of that, be sure to tell me down in the comment section below. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So as always, guys, have an awesome day. And I will see you all later.